Hey guys, Raptor Squad member JP Carnotaur here, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys this review. I finally have my hands on the bad boy Indominus Rex. Now, how did I get this? Well, I was given the IP numbers to the Jurassic World toys at Target, and they actually had them. And I was so excited. They had these in the back. These weren't even out for display yet, but I managed to get the Indominus and this. I thought it was going to be the chomping T-Rex, but when the guy came out, it was actually the hand puppet. But hey, it was merchandise, so I bought it. So let's start this review by taking a look at the packaging. On the front of the box, we have the nice Jurassic World logo and Indominus Rex skin, the T-Rex in the corner. It says lights and sounds and shows how the sounds and the lights work. Down here it says power up with Duracell, batteries not included, so it needs 2 AA batteries. It has the Hasbro logo, Indominus Rex, ages 4 and up, and it shows you how to activate the feature. On the back of the box we have the Jurassic World logo, the Indominus Rex skin, another really great picture of the Indominus Rex. Over here it gives the description of the figure. If you guys want to read that, pause it. Also look for the Tyrannosaurus Rex, Pteranodon versus Helicopter, Velociraptor Blue, gives the Jurassic World official logo, Universal, Hasbro, the website, all of that good stuff. So if you guys want to read that, pause it. So now it's time to get this bad boy out of the packaging. So here is the bad boy out of its packaging, and sadly it doesn't have a tail. No, I'm just kidding. The tail is in the back here, and you have to assemble the tail in the back. So all you gotta do is just put it in this little slot and it clicks down. And now this gives it a lot more balance so it can actually stand. And you can just see this is an enormous figure. So let me try to put it in a pose that you guys can actually see it in this frame. One good thing is that with the tail on, it can stand a lot easier. That's as best as it's going to get, guys. But one cool thing that I want to mention is that it comes with this instruction packet right here. And it just has a really cool picture of the bad boy, and it just shows you how to open and close the battery pack and how to get it to work. So unfortunately Hasbro didn't include batteries with this guy, but I'm going to go put batteries in it and I'll be back to show you guys its features. Okay guys, we are back, and I put the batteries inside the Indominus, so now it's time to hear its roar. So in case you guys didn't see on the box, the action feature is activated by pulling the arm down, so I'm going to do that right now. So that's the first roar it lets out, and you can see that the light up feature is activated back here. The second roar is this one right here. So it's very accurate to the roar in the film, and it's a really cool roar. So is the light up feature, and let me show you the light up feature when I turn the lights off. Okay guys, so the lights are turned off, and now you guys can see the full extent of the light up feature. So I'm going to activate it right here. You can see the colors go from a yellowish color down to an orange and then to red. And that lasts for a good 30 seconds. I timed that, so it lasts 30 seconds long, which is a pretty decent amount of time actually. And you can't turn that off manually, you just have to let it turn off by itself. So it's the only downside to that. Taking a closer look at this figure, you can see Hasbro did a fantastic job with it. Its head down to the bottom of its neck here is made of rubber, so you can see it's very squishy, and that's pretty cool. It's got that real feel dino skin that the original Jurassic Park figures had back in 1993. It's got that really nice looking red eye that was an early description of Indominus Rex, and its teeth are pointed in all different directions, very jagged looking, very cool if you ask me. Carnotaurus horns also a really nice feature on the Indominus, as well as these quills that run down its back. Now one thing that sticks out is the gums kind of poke out from its side. You can see if I turn the figure right here, it's very noticeable, but I don't mind it. It's not that bad of a feature. So it continues on with that armored plating down the rest of its body. It's more of a gray translucent color, which is pretty cool because Indominus Rex can change colors, so why would they make it very colorful? The arms are pretty big, but I like that. It's kind of out of proportion for a reason, and that makes sense because it is a hybrid. It's kind of supposed to look a little strange. The hands are pretty big, and I'll show you one really cool thing that you can do with that in just a few minutes. Continues with the quills on its arms. Down here it's got the bones on its leg, the bony plates, which look really cool, as well as even on the feet. And the toe claws as well as the arm claws are painted, which is a must-have, as well as the inside of the mouth, so that's really nice. And you can just see the detail that they added on this figure, and it really is truly amazing. Even on this side here, if I turn it over, you can see that it has a bit of screw holes. It's got one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. And if you count the one on its belly for the battery pack, it's got that there as well, so that makes 6. But to be honest, the awesomeness of this figure really takes away from the screw holes. The screw holes aren't a big deal in my opinion. On the underbelly, it just got the basic sound speaker right here. There's the battery pack down there. Very easy to unscrew, very easy to put batteries in. And that's about it. There's really not much on the underbelly. So one thing I wanted to show you guys is how wide you can open its mouth. I'm pushing back all the way and it almost goes to a 90-degree angle, which is what it will do in the film. And it's crazy, as well as the sound. The sound is very loud. Let me play that one more time for you guys again. You just see how wide the mouth can open, which is a really cool feature. As far as articulation on this figure goes, you can see that its arms and its jaw are articulated. However, I have to pull the arm down to get the jaws to open up. Jaws can't open by themselves, and they are spring-loaded, so the arms and the jaws will snap back into position. The legs on the figure are articulated though, but they only go up to about that point and go as far back as there. On this side, the legs go up to here and go as far back as right here. One cool thing though is that the ankles can pivot. They're kind of articulated, though they do kind of snap back into position afterwards. So there isn't a lot of articulation to talk about with this figure. So the cool thing that I was telling you guys about with the size of the hand of this figure is that you can actually fit some of the Jurassic Park human figures in its hand. Here it's got the Series 1 Robert Muldoon figure. And you can just see how big the Indominus is compared to Robert Muldoon here. And it's really a shame that they didn't make any human figures for the Jurassic World toy line, because it would have been really cool to maybe get Hamada or another ACU worker in there, and that would look really cool as a certain pose, especially put on the shelf. As far as size goes, I have my tape measure here, and we're looking at about 22 inches long. And that's the same size as the Thrasher Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Lost World toy line. As far as height goes, we're looking at about 11 inches tall, 11 and a half inches tall, which is pretty big compared to the recently reviewed Stegoceratops from the same Jurassic World toy line. And you can see that the Stegoceratops is so small that I can even put it in the Indominus's mouth, no problem. So, I wish there were more larger figures for the Indominus Rex to be compared to. Which is why I have another figure to compare it to. Velociraptor Echo from the Titan Raptor toy line in the Jurassic World series. And it's pretty cool compared to it, though the Velociraptors are a lot smaller than Echo is here in the film. So they could have made it a little bit smaller and it would look a lot better. And finally, the king of all Jurassic Park toys, we have the largest figure ever made, the Jurassic Park The Lost World Bull Tyrannosaurus Rex. You can see that this guy's so big, I have to even move him so I can fit him in the camera. And you can see that the Indominus and him are about the same size in height, but the T-Rex is about 4.5 inches longer with the tail. So here's today's look at the Jurassic World Indominus Rex Bad Boy figure. It's an absolutely amazing figure, and for $34.99, I definitely recommend picking it up. Again, I will give you guys the IP number in the comment section down below, so don't worry about that. And I hope you guys are able to find this figure in Target, because it's definitely worth picking up. It's the best figure that Hasbro has made so far, in my opinion, and the best Jurassic World figure out there. So how are you guys enjoying Indominus Rex Week? More Indominus Rex reviews and speculation videos, and a whole lot more is left to come. So stay tuned for that. And comment whether or not you guys have this figure or you guys really want to get this figure. So this is Raptor Squad member JP Carnotaur signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.